would we find a pose? I just work, your computer says no. Are we all ones and zeros? I just work, your computer says no. Ooh, do do do, you know you wanna, but the ooh do do, computer says no. Ooh, do do do, you know you wanna take back control. Ooh, I say it is possible, but your computer says no. You say it's impossible, but your dumb computer says no. Ooh, do do do, you know you wanna, but the ooh do do, computer says no. Ooh, do do do, you know you wanna take back control. Take back control. Take back control. Take back Take back control. Humankind wiped out by rising drone. Take back control. Fighting, killing by remote control. You know you wanna put the drone. You know you wanna put the drone. You know you wanna put the drone. You know you wanna put the. You know you wanna, but computer says no. You know you wanna put the. Take back control. Robots are the new exotic, animal kingdom chaotic. Smoking, drinking, hand in pocket. Wow, I learned to love the rocket. Ooh, do, do, you know you wanna put the. Ooh, do, computer says no. Ooh, do, 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 you know you wanna take back control. Ooh, do, do, you know you wanna put the. Ooh, do, computer says no. Ooh, do, do, you know you wanna take back control. Take back control. Take back control. Take back control. Humankind wiped out by rising drone. Take back control. Fighting, killing by remote control. Take back control. Human rising drone. Take back control. Fighting, killing, fighting, killing, fighting, killing, fighting by remote control. You know you wanna put the drone. You know you wanna put the drone. You know you wanna put the drone. Turn the key in the iron lock of the old oak door. Lean into its passages with all my weight and enter. Immediately my olfactory senses its own. Paper thin and paraffin and the glimmering of gold. Marble hands outpouring water, the silver wings delivering wishes. Streams of colored light make hell a home. Mama singing the songs of old. Mama singing the songs of old, singing the rock of ages. Though the gold is marred by red, singing the rock of ages. Melt them down and make new saints, singing the rock of ages. Empires are made this way, singing the rock of ages. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Endless hopes and endless fears polish this stone. The deeper desire, the finer the grain. This time I walk the stairway and turn the key in a cellar door. I want to know why. All of these stories never spoken, danced or wrote a song or written. How we built this temple soul by soul. Mama singing the songs of old. Mama singing the songs of old, singing the rock of ages. Though the gold is marred by red, singing the rock of ages. Melt them down and make new saints, singing the rock of ages. Empires are made this way, singing the rock of ages. Mama singing the songs of old, singing the rock of ages. Though the gold is marred by red, singing the rock of ages. Melting down and make new saints, singing the rock of ages. Empires are made this way, singing the rock of ages. Hey, 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 You found a map to my heart. It led you to the well. You combed at my main on where your saddle and reins, with all these stars at my feet. I stamp and tap the spring with my rider mount. I feel like spreading my wings, take to the sky like poetry. When we're in love, we're alive. You're the envy of the sky. Every ember wants to ride the supernova. But I fear you'll see the day that I've endured all I can take. I won't bend, but I will break under the weight. Because you broke within steady toward the north. We are a thing of beauty lit by the fires of iron ore. Your good old girl was built to soar. When we're in love, we're alive. You're the envy of the sky. Every ember wants to ride the supernova. But I fear you'll see the day that I've endured all I can take. I won't bend, but I will break under the weight. Dying star, dying star, dying star. Through many lovely moons, I served my rider well. I suffered the bidden to kiss her into my side. Still I paid that price when I shook that bridle free, and my beloved rider fell from the stars into the sea. You're of the earth like Pegasi. When we're in love, we're alive. You're the envy of the sky. Every ember wants to ride the supernova. But I fear you'll see the day that I've endured all I can take. I won't bend, but I will break under the weight. Dying star, dying star, dying star. Come, shut in, boys, for the girlfriend experience. Enter the cold and I'll taste real. I just ate an apple, I'm poised for your kiss. Think the Lyrebird, true love like this exists, where love like this exists. Tractors, then trains, narratives and a line. The moon's illusion and daddy's eyes, going round the schoolyard from device to device. A feral education to give her what she likes. All alone on the outside of Eden, where love like this exists, where love like this exists, where love like this exists, where love like this exists. Ooh-doo-doo, ooh-doo-doo, outside of Eden. Ooh-doo-doo, ooh-doo-doo, outside of Eden, where love like this exists, where love like this exists. Come, shut in, boys, for the girlfriend experience. Enter the cold and I'll cry tears. Don't I know the feeling? What you are, I may I, and I need deep meaning, and to be out through the night. Ooh-doo-doo, ooh-doo-doo, I've earned my stripes, that's my knife in the ground. This is mine, clear the way. I'm coming through, no matter what you say. I've got work to be doing. If you're not here to help, go find some other life to ruin. Let me show you the door. Help, help, help. And the only fear is a thing called fear. I'm only here. I have only now to bear the load, to feel my weight, trust my mistakes. I've seen you before, I know your face. I fell for that line, shame on you. You've got this idea, I can be fooled again, and well then shame on me. Clear the way. I'm coming through, no matter what you say. I've got work to be doing. If you're not here to help, go find some other life to ruin. You have outstayed your welcome, best get up, get on, get moving, get moving, get moving. Let me show you the door. Help, help, help. Memories are now. Memories are now. Memories are now, and every doubt is just a trick of proven strength. Clear the way. I'm coming through, no matter what you say. I've got work to be doing. If you're not here to help, go find some other life to ruin. Take a bite out of me, find you've got more than you're happy chewing. You have outstayed your welcome, best get up, get on, get moving, get moving, get moving. Let me show you the door. Help, help, help. Memories are now. Help, help. Pounds falling out my pocket. We went straight out and bought a cat. Striped stars and swishes standing in a line. They said I like an ace with hypnotized by TV sets and sing along commercial anthems like a zombie. Oh, I forgot to do something. This isn't gonna work if I don't detune this string. Now that you know the words.
Sing along.
Pounds falling out my pocket. We went straight out and bought a cat. Striped stars and swishes standing in a line. The saddle like an ace, we're hypnotized by TV sets and sing along commercial anthems like a zombie choir. Do, 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 do. love you the most. And the shape of a snake in a defensive coil, the same retracted lips of the one foolish coil, satiates you when she loves you the most, loves you the most, loves you. And I've got demons when I need 'em. Don't ask to see 'em, they're not supposed to be used against you. Oh, can we build a safe house far from the bitter bride? And we'll make a home with a brown recluse and the cobra locked outside. To the spider we'll give a web, to the cobra lullaby. In keeping the demons happy, you make free for me to fly in the shape of home-baked bread, and a girl in a turned-down bed, and a wick of twisted thread from the loving words you said. Oh no, oh no, no, no. Oh no, and I think I'm alone in desire for grace. For you unleash your mood and I'm no longer safe. I said you when I love you the most, love you the most, love you the most. And the shape of my breast and the shape of my kiss, demon to coil with a slither and hiss. I said you and I love you the most, love you the most, love you. And I've got demons when I need 'em. Don't ask to see 'em, they're not supposed to be used against you. Oh, ooh, oh, oh. Can we build a safe house far from the bitter bride? And we'll make a home with a brown recluse and the cobra locked outside. To the spider we'll give a web, to the cobra lullaby. In keeping the demons happy, you make free for me to fly in the shape of home-baked bread, and a girl in a turned-down bed, and a wick of twisted thread from the loving words you said. The shape of home-baked bread, and a girl in a turned-down bed, and a wick of twisted thread from the loving words you said. Oh no, oh no, 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 ah, no, 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 oh no, no, oh no, 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 yeah. Forgot how it goes. Oh my goodness. 'Cause I am not a bird, I'm a murder of bird. Okay. I want to tell you something about this song. Let's see. I was about, how old was I? About, I'd say 11, well, no, I was about 9 years old. Very, very young. And I was at church. I went to church a lot. I didn't volunteer to go to church. My mom had me go, and she had me go about 6 days a week, which is a lot of church. There was just always something churchy to do, so I was always in church. So I was quite, I don't know, convinced of everything. And there was a particular woman in my church who I looked up to. She was a friend and a mentor, and she had daughters who were older than me. And one day, one of her daughters came to church and she was heavily pregnant. And this is just absolutely not allowed. And I remember the feeling of the room when she walked in and everyone was aware what was going on. And I remember in my 8-year-old, 9-year-old brain, I remember thinking to myself that her condition was punishment. And no one sat down and said that to me, but I remember thinking that that was a punishment. And what an unnatural thing to think, first of all. And I certainly didn't come up with it on my own. And that thought has stuck with me. Just that moment has stuck with me. So I'll just say, how much church is too much church? Maybe 6 days a week. Here we go. Jackie's girl going back to church and showing through her Sunday dress. About to pray amongst a congregation where she can't get blessed. Mother says the baby is a punishment for having sex. My body. As a child, my mother forbade me to play alone with boys. What's so scary and so bad and dangerous about the boys? I formed confused and terrified and tortured obsessions with boys. My body and mind. My first crush when I was only 5 would hear it on the swing. My first kiss with Derek in the backyard on the trampoline. My first time with Michael in the bathroom, I was just 14. My body and mind. My first time was all of life exacting a great choreographer's dance, a dramatic flamboyance of flamingos and all the big boys and red girls under spell in a trance. Stretch their necks and salute to the order of romance. 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 My first time with Michael in the bathroom, I was just 14. I lost my mother when I lost my virginity. When I stepped on that crack, I broke my mother's back. Mother's back. Mother's back. My body. As a child, my mother forbade me to play alone with boys. What's so scary and so bad and dangerous about the boys? I formed confused and terrified and tortured obsessions with my body. My body and mind. My first time was all of life exacting a great choreographer's dance, a deceitful wild orchid dressed as a wasp in all the blue wings on came out of this world, not into this world. I rest my hellos, hello, hello, to be fine deceived, and head out to meet a friend for coffee, armored in mascara. I hit the street and joined the sea of islands, walking the island. All of their stories underneath, in currents of foreign conches, driven by deep water, heads above the water, barely above water. Nothing, not my skin, keeps out from it. I came out of this world, not into this world. Nothing knows a finishing where nothing begins. I came out of this world, not into this world, not from outside this world, out of this world, out of this world, out of this world. I live as though, if I told you what's been really going on, surely I'd have lost your love. There was no one I could trust to understand something so personal. But at the station, in a moment of sonder, on the platform, standing shoulder to shoulder, to shoulder, to shoulder, to shoulder charge, standing shoulder to shoulder, to shoulder, to shoulder charge. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. I found myself holding the thread that I might trust a friend, that we might just all be in this together. Empathy's contagious. We gathered around a spring-fed well. What a tale to tell, and what a fucking relief that nothing one can go through has not been shared by two. Nothing one can go through has not been shared by two. Nothing, not my get down, to get down, to get free of the feeling past the great vicar's house. People packed in bars, all the chaste and junkies raising hands to God. Down the alley sweeping a rough, pressing darkness to the ground he cannot touch. We go look for dog, to be free of the feeling, free of the feeling, free of the feeling, free of the feeling. Ooh, doo, doo, doo. Street lights and cameras, we're separate and alone. Orphaned and alien, down here where stars shine wrong. The book might tell me what to think, but the post is what I know. The infant goes right for the drink, my heart beats on its own. Free of the feeling, free of the feeling, free of the feeling, free of the Out there is no sky that has been named sky, opening no heaven that has been named. Let it rain. Out there is no river that has been named never, washing over no sinner that has been named. Let it rain. Out there is no tower that has been named closer to God, watching over no children that have been named lost. I walk the white road. I walk the white road. I walk the white road. I walk the white Jesus turned in his crown of thorns today and announced to the earth and the heavens the end of his reign, and took a seat next to the devil and said, I need a new name. And the comment never came. My whole life I fervently served him and obeyed, and I walked through this world full of sinners and I kept them at bay. 'Cause there's only enough room at his table for the souls that are saved, and they're coming to shut the gate. You're too little and too late, and you can't get in on that name. But I don't buy it. I refuse to think that my best friend's going to hell anymore, and condescend to offer her a key to her salvation like it's something I have and can afford. And I won't blame my parents for clinging to the good word in hopes that it makes sense of it all, and believing in a story like it was the Bible when it was just a tale made tall. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Now I wake up to the most spirit-rattling scare as I'm losing my religion layer by layer, 'cause it's triggering all of the triplet of the traps and the snares. It's that old device called fear, that old device called fear. Now it's the long ride through the unknown which I embrace, and the cops and the robbers and the cowboys and the Indians who've got the same face. We just teachers doing our best to get by day by day, and heaven is yours to take, and our choices day by day bring us closer or further away. I understood the risk that asking any kind of question could unravel me with one small phrase. But I looked in my closet filled with ignorance, intolerance, and a fear that was turning to hate. And that is not the meaning or intention of the teaching or the truth from which the message came. And I can turn a blind eye to centuries of conflict and wrongdoing in His name. His name. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. Jesus turned in His crown of thorns today and announced to the earth and the heavens the end of His reign, and took a seat next to the devil and said, I need a new name. And the coming never came. Troubled the world over, trouble found my child's mind. Each morning the sea wakes up coughing, coughs up the bottles and bags left behind. David's gone, Mom's beside herself. David's gone, the Inu back watching the ice melt. Bring back no caribou. What little they get from the hunt, they share out, 'cause that's what they're brought up to do. The TV's on, Mom's beside herself. The TV is on, the Lyrebird mimics the chainsaw and camera shutters. How as he's mocking the poacher, do you hear a protector? David's gone, Mom's beside her. herself. David's gone, the almost I saw river sea cow with a dirty word etched in his back. Has no choice but to eat the red tide. Blue man, the capital's under attack. Eve stands at the polling station, clutching her grandmother's cross. She pictures her family and friends, picks up the pen and she fills in the box. The TV is on, mom's beside herself. The TV is on, she gave him her whole life. The lyrebird mimics the chainsaw. Troubled the world over, trouble found my child's mind. This morning the flags flying at half staff and the rain doesn't show up on time. David's gone, mom's beside herself. David's gone, she gave him her whole life. The lyrebird mimics the chainsaw. When I was a young girl, I would sleep in a tall tree on the down of bending boughs, and from the mound of his shoulders I would traverse the valleys through his dusk and dawning eyes. I will let you in, said the door to my arrow, and you will wear my bones and my skin, hunting my dress. Love is ruthless, and in our nest from the forest I would carry an ember, and with a burning heart we'd walk. And when he asked me to rest with him, I would lay down my fire, and in that art we'd sing and talk. I am a raccoon and you are an owl. I will run from you in the middle of the night, and we will strike a truce in the billowing tower, and we'll eclipse the moon with our firelight, hunting my dress. Love is ruthless. You love me in my dreams. It's easier when I'm fast asleep, but I from the mouth of my lover. I would drink of the river and kiss his jade and marble walls.